So when I was reading it, I was like, no. When the airport, ask Pastor, I will tell you, because I don't play that. Because I knew where that dream was going. That was no dreams with it. That was you making that up. You don't admire my cousin. You see, and the way she made it, the dream sounded like she was blaming my cousin. He started touching her and she was like, stop, you're a man of God, stop. I said, what? You got me messed up. I said, Pastor, let me reply. He said, woman of God, you want to reply? I said, is this okay? I said, excuse me? First of all, he's a married man. What? Oh boy, I finished the woman. And she knew that it was me. I said, and this is the woman of God that just responded. Before you know, me and Pastor is a blocker. Because that dream can never come to pass. That is an evil dream. You know what I mean? Like, and she preaches daily on Facebook. Tomorrow night she will go and call us names. But she will not say what she really did. Calling my bishop at 3 over 20 times. The man knows he's sleep. But he finally called her back. Is it now you're calling me back? I've been calling you since. I said, she talked to you like that? Oh, really? You know me, I've repented, but there are sometimes you don't understand. Sometimes, man, I need to put you back in check. You don't understand? Like me, I know how to deal with women. I don't play that. Stop doing that. You see all this drama they have in church? Nobody can have drama in my ministry. I take care of it right away. And I know they say you cannot drive people from church, but if you come to my ministry causing trouble, you're out. The way I block people on Facebook, I'll block you out. I tell my Sam Mavis, where you did, get this lady outside and close the door. That's right. Jesus kicked out people that came to sell stuff in the church with a whip. That's right. And what they were selling were those things that people use for the church things. So it didn't matter. He still kicked them out. Get out. You're not ready to worship. You're here to do business. Bye-bye. Right? Have you, like, when you read that scripture, how do you see Jesus? Because people are always like, oh, Jesus is so good, loving, caring. And suddenly you see another side of Jesus. Do you know he was not alone doing that? There were angels for him. Because how can one man kick out many people? Turn all their tables over. They were angels with him. He doesn't play that. He don't come to his father's house doing that. You see what I'm saying? They saw the side of him. He loves his father so much. He loves his father's work so much. And anyone that is not ready to follow, go. And that's exactly what he did there. He didn't tell them, it's okay, you guys repent, stop selling. He ain't got time for that. This one has passed that level of sorry, repent, stop. No, this is a kicking out time. He kicked them out. And there was order in the house again. So that's how I do it. I don't play like that. Because when you start to allow some things, before you know it grows, it spreads like cancer. Before you know, everybody is, come on, we don't have time for that. One person will come and spoil the mind of everybody. People that used to pray before will not be praying much. They'll be having an attack. They can't do anything. All they do is gossip. And every time this one person is trouble, you need to get out. And you're watching online. I've blocked so many people online. They will use another account and come and beg me. They will create a new page. Woman of God, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. Please forgive me. I will not do it again. And after I unblocked them, they have repented for good. Because they thought that I was joking. But after not seeing my video for some days, and they want to comment with their names, they don't want to be commenting on someone else. It's like after I blocked them, something left them. And they came back to their senses. Because I don't play that. We are here to win souls. Not to come and be doing drama. Like this fasting we wanted to do. You see how dedicated and committed I was. And we completed it. I did not allow any nonsense side talk or any discouraging words. Oh, I can't do it. I don't listen to people like that. I just keep going. There's some conversations you shouldn't be having. You may be strong by the time you get on that call and get off. You're weak. the conversation did not go well, it just drained you. You don't need that. You need people that can pump you up, make you believe you can do something. You get off that call straightened and ready to go and do it. There are some people, every time you call them, they are complaining. Always complaining about life. Complaining about their husband, complaining about this. Nothing good comes out of their mouth. Anytime you have friends that all they do is talk bad about people, you ask them, so everyone has been bad to you, nobody has been good. They say nobody. Run. You will soon be added to the list. You will be added. You are next. How can you meet so many people that all were bad? That's too much. It has to be you. So you mean not one good one, not one good one. That's what one woman of God that I prayed for, that God delivered, and I even went to do blessing her and give her money. Before that time, she told me all the men of God that came to her wanted to sleep with her. She said everybody that has come to her life has been bad to her. She even said it in my 24-hour program when I gave her a mic to speak, that nobody has been good to her. They even beat her up in her church. I'm like, only you. Before you know it, she started talking bad about me. Now I said, now I see why everybody is bad. Because now I was added to the list. I saw it coming. But God was trying to do good in her life. But she messed up. So God will be sending you help. And you will be messing up. And then you will say, all of them are bad. And initially when they present their case, you feel sorry for them. They will do like, and when you look at them, they really do look innocent. This woman of God, she said she had no money to come to my program in Philadelphia. Asked me for 1,000. I asked God and He showed me in a dream to give her. No money, nobody, nothing to help her. But after the program, when I came to California, God told me to tell her to sow a seed. The seed she said she wanted to give was a check she had for like 2 months in the house. 1,800 that she hasn't cashed. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, sweetie, you said you have no money to come to Philadelphia, but you have $1,800 check in the house. I don't get this. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that thing clicked. I'm like, how will you have check in the house? And you're begging someone for money, making it seem like no help. They lie, they manipulate people, they make it look like they are the innocent ones. They don't tell the truth. They even make you hate people that are innocent. There are some friends you have, the way they will condemn somebody, you will start looking at the person like that. Meanwhile, this person is good. Until they do you the same thing. Then you will now say, wow, is this the same thing you want to do? The person will say, you don't know. That one. You're like, if it hasn't happened to me, I will not believe. Run from them. They are never satisfied. They always want to do things like you. They don't have an identity. They want people's identity. They want to be like this one. They can easily copy. Today they are sounding like you. Tomorrow they are sounding like her. Who are you truly? Because they don't like who they are. They don't love themselves. And how can you love your neighbors if you don't love yourself? As believers, we should just be careful. Just because somebody say they are believers too doesn't mean we should assume that they got it all figured out or they are going to live right. Most of the problems you will even get in this your life or your walk with Christ will come from believers. Fellow believers like you, church members, they are the ones that will deal with you more than the unbelievers. Have you read the story of the Good Samaritan? The guy was a Jew now. Got beaten up, abandoned. Oh, I need to read that story. Some of you say you've not. I have to read that story. Because some people think, when somebody is a Christian, You're my brother, you're my sister. You can't do that to me because you're a Christian. I want to read that story. I recently read it to one of my girls. Luke chapter 10, from verse 25. I'll try to read it in the NLT. I love New Living Translation. It's so good. Luke 10:25. Remember, I was talking about if you can't love yourself, you can't love other people. And I was talking about how most of the problems you face will be from your fellow believers and stuff. And sometimes in life you think the person that will show you love will be your brother in church or your sister. But it could be an unbeliever that will show you love, the kind of love you expect to get from a fellow brother or sister in Christ. So let me start from verse 25. One day, an expert in religious law stood up to test Jesus by asking him this question: "Teacher, what should I do to inherit eternal life?" And Jesus replied, "What does the law of Moses say? How do you read it?" The man answered, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart and your soul and your strength and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." Right. Jesus told him, "Do this and you will live." The man wanted to justify his actions, so he asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" Have you guys ever asked that? Who is my neighbor? Because sometimes you think it's your neighbor that is living next door to you. Don't you? Have you ever thought that of your neighbor next door? Because in America, do we even know our neighbors? Some of you have never seen your neighbors. Jesus replied with a story. A Jewish man was traveling from Jerusalem down to Jericho, and he was attacked by bandits, like thieves. They stripped him off of his clothes and beat him up and left him half dead beside the road. Somebody call. Where are my actresses? Where's my Rini? Rini, where are you? Where are my people that act? Andra, Rini.
Your award winner?
Yes. Oh, Priscilla, come. Priscilla, come. Tell me, come. Shari, come. So this man was traveling. Who is holding the camera? Can you adjust it to make sure you're showing all of them? Go back. So as he was traveling, come here. These two. Make sure everybody show him. He stopped him. Show them. Stopped him. Begin to beat him. Beat her. And then she fell down. Fall down. I think he fell too far. Can't fall near me. Fell down. They took her clothes, but we don't want to remove her clothes. She fell weak. Do like somebody that is lifeless. Okay, so that's what happened to the man, right? Are you able to see her?
Yes.
Just stay like that, sweetie. You're going to stay there for a while. They stripped him off of his clothes, beat him up, and left him half dead. You guys can go, ladies. God bless you. They left him half dead beside the road. Half dead. He's a Jewish man. By chance, a priest came along. Who is a priest? No, who is a priest in real life? I mean, like, what is a priest? A pastor. Man of God came along. Who wants to act the pastor? But when he saw the man lying there, he crossed to the other side of the road and passed away. Somebody come and act pastor. Pastor, carry Bible. Who has Bible? Give her Bible. Take Shari Bible. Do hallelujah. And he saw the man. Nobody passed by the other side of the road and walked away. Right? Thank you. God bless you. Clap for Christian. You see, by chance he saw a priest come along. But when he saw the man lying there, he crossed to the other side of the road and passed him by. Lifeless person. You preach all this in your church. A temple assistant. Who is a temple assistant? Assistant pastor. walked over and looked at him laying there, but also passed by on the other side. Who wants to be assistant pastor? Oh yeah, carry Bible, come on. Because you know, so you're a woman of God now. Do things.
Hallelujah.
Hey, huh? Carry Bible. She will help us. God bless you. Clap for her. These two people that just passed are people that I'm sure they preach love. They preach all these good things. But now they are faced with it. And they walk past it. Then a despised Samaritan. A despised Samaritan. You guys remember Samaritans, right? Yes. The one that I preached about. A despised, meaning the Jews, they hate Samaritans. Remember when I preached that message? The woman said, why are you asking me for water? You Jews don't like to do anything with God. Like you guys don't like us. The man laying there is a Jew. Those two people that passed, they are Jews. They are fellow person. Their fellow town or village guy, they pass and they are pastors. Then the Samaritan that I'm sure in real life the man would not like the Samaritan, the man laying on the floor will probably despise him. What are you doing here, you Samaritan? A despised Samaritan came along, and when he saw the man, he felt compassion for him. Who can act the one to feel compassion? Come here. I already was looking for you anyway. So she's a despised Samaritan. And when he saw the man, he felt compassion for him. And going over to him, the Samaritan soothed his wounds with olive oil and wine and bandaged them. Then he put the man on his own donkey and took him to an inn where he took care of him.
Who wants to be the donkey? Who wants to be the donkey?
And then put him close to my mother. Show them there, my mother. And he took care of him. Then next day he handed the innkeeper 2 silver coins. Give my mother money or something. 2 silver coins, telling him, take care of this man. If this bill runs higher than this, I'll pay you the next time I come. Clap for her. Great job, Sylvie. All of you did well. Did you see the Bible come to life? 2 pastors, 1 assistant pastor and this. Fellow Jews saw somebody half dead, passed by. I'm telling you, sometimes believers, they are very wicked. This Samaritan probably doesn't even go to church. You don't get it? And he didn't care if Jews like Samaritans or not. At that point, all he saw was a dying human being that needed help. It had nothing to do with Jew or Samaritan. He just had love for people. And someone that was in desperate need of help. Maybe there was blood all over him. There was, because he was taking care of the wounds. When you have a wound, won't blood come out? Not only did he take care of him, took him to a hotel, paid for him there, and told the owner of the hotel, please, if he stays longer to recover, when next I'm coming, I will pay it. Spending his own money for a stranger that he doesn't know. Also promising to spend more. Do we even know if the man has enough? But make sure this guy does not die. Even if the guy survives and hates me, fine, but I had to do what I had to do. He says, now which of these 3 would you say was a good neighbor to the man who was attacked by the bandits? Jesus asked. The man replied, the one who showed him mercy. Then Jesus said, yes, now go and do the same. Somebody clap for Jesus. So in the church, do people really show mercy these days? Most of the time it's judgment. Judge. Criticize, condemn. Your church member is walking every day to church and it's like they live near you. You have never offered, can I give you a ride to church? I see you are walking every time. Or you have 2 cars and one you don't drive it. I want to bless you with this car. It's always parked here. Are you seeing? There are many ways that we can be of help. You see a sister in church always wearing the same dress every Sunday. And you have 3 closets. You only enter one, the other 2. God knows. Empty that closet for that lady. Especially if she's your size. If you and her are the same size. Sister, I see that you don't really have much clothes. I'm led to bless you with this. Even shoes. Do you see what I'm saying? We should care for people. Not criticize people. Not say, look at how she's looking. Don't look like this to church. Do you know if that's all she has to wear? Why don't you go have a talk with her? How are you? I notice you always dress like this. Oh my dear, you don't understand. I lost all my stuff in storage. I don't have anything. Doesn't that change how you feel? Yes. What? You did? Yes, I did. Everything. I couldn't pay for the storage. No wonder you're always wearing this. What's your size? Okay, I'll bring you some. Or let's go to the store. Let me buy you 2 or 3 clothes. Isn't that how we should do? Sometimes we assume, we conclude without even talking to the person. Thinking that they just did this because they are stubborn or they are this. Not knowing that they don't have. Or maybe they are going through stuff. You know? Or somebody you greet in church doesn't respond the way you want them to respond. You say, that woman is always proud. I don't know. Anytime you greet her, you don't know that maybe her husband just divorced her, or maybe something just happened and she's thinking of how she will take care of the kids. So even though she's standing there, she's not really there. Do you see what I'm saying? Then you go and approach her sister. I notice you don't really greet people, but and she start crying. She said, you don't understand. I just have so much going on. But you have made it about you, thinking it's you that she hates. That's why she's not. Why do we always have this kind of negative thoughts? It's not always about you. This world is not just about you. People are going through things. Now they would have seen that man. Do you know what would have come into their mind? Oh, this guy probably is a thief. He probably stole from someone and they beat him up and left him dead. I don't want to help him. What if I help him and he robs me? Maybe he's faking. Maybe, it happens. Sometimes you want to help a beggar. You're like, these beggars, they probably have more money than me. Pretending to be beggars. But if you check now, they have a house, they have this. There's a thing already speaking that, and you don't help the beggar. Why don't you just do your helping part and go? Just help and go. If they are using it for something else, let God be the judge. That story, when I read it and I saw a priest, I said, wait, what is a priest? Who is a priest? Hey, pastor, assistant temple, whatever, assistant pastor. And then you stand up here in the pulpit preaching messages about love and all this, helping people. But you just saw one right in front of you and you pass on the other side of the road. It had to take a stranger to help him. That's why we should be kind to everyone, because we just never know. The people you call your own thinking they got your back are not always the ones that got you. It could be a stranger that God will use to be your destiny helper. People are not always thinking of you the way you think they think of you. Oh, she loves me, she will do anything. Who told you she loves you? Have you entered her mind to see her? Do you know what she really thinks of you? Do you see what I'm saying? Oh no, she got my back. I know she will not let me down. How do you know that? Only Jesus got our back. Oh. Have there not been times where you thought somebody for sure was going to come through for you and that person disappointed you? Yes. Like you were very sure and you were shocked. But has Jesus ever disappointed us? This story is very powerful. That guy naturally is compassionate. And even if he will be criticized for what he did, he didn't care. I see a lot of compassion when it comes to people here in America. I will see a fire or something. A man will go in the fire to save a child. In America, they are always wanting to save somebody, or they will jump in the river trying to save. Some people, where me I come from, no, everybody run for your life. One comedian, in my first comedy show when I was in practicing, he gave a joke. He said, CNN, when they want to report news, they go to the place of the attack. We are at Afghanistan. You know, as you can see, the bomb is coming here. You see there's a bomb going on here. Even right next to them, sometimes they will jump. Oh, they just threw a bomb here. You know, that kind of stuff. But in Nigeria, they'll say, welcome to the news. It's on YouTube. From my video, from my event, those days. He said, we are now reporting local news now. Let me hand over to my to CNN that is crazy enough to go to the scene of the place. Let them report the news. Because my brother, I love my life. I cannot go there. My brother, I love my life. Africans will see people running to one direction. They will not ask questions, they will follow them around. When they don't run reach 1 hour, they say, hey, why are we even running? I don't know. A white guy will see people running one direction, say, what's going on? I want to go check it out. What's happening there? They are so curious. Curiosity, they kick out. They are not running unless they know why you are running. You got to tell them, because they're not even that afraid of things. They want to go check it out. And if they go, there's somebody that needs saving, you see them holding somebody saving. Africans live even. My father always says that he has to eat more than us because if war comes, he will carry all of us around. My mother says, you can't even carry yourself. You want to carry us? He always says it in the house with me laughing. So it's me that will carry you guys, so let me eat. My mother says, what? Have you carried yourself before you carry us? African people, they think of themselves. They will tell the children, are you not running? Run! I don't live on a run or bye. Why people will say, come on kids, come on, go. The mother will even die trying to save the kids. Black people. They will get fat, they will say, okay, Chuku, did you come with me? So you mean this boy did not run with us? This boy, he doesn't hear what? Don't you see everybody running? Okay, Chico, hey, I have lost a child. They will not make effort to run back to bring him. Everybody left, they want me to go. I've always told this boy that his stubbornness will kill him. As I'm saying this thing, you guys can picture it. They love their life too much. That pastor would have said, hey, maybe this guy is a setup, maybe people are watching around. If I try to help him, they will rob me. You know? Or maybe he's a thief. I will try to rob and help him and he will just get up and attack me. You know those kind of things. But the other guy didn't think of anything. He just quickly helped him, wiped him off, took him to a hotel. Because the guy couldn't speak, he couldn't tell him where he's from or whatever. He was unconscious and did that. And that's how we should be. That's Jesus. You don't have to help people only because you know them. It's even better to help strangers. Because angels, that's how people have welcomed angels. They didn't know. Angels come like that. You'll be wondering, sometimes don't you wonder, there were other people, why did they ask me for help? Right? You are there with others, but it's you they came to. Because it's you that God is testing right now. The other day we were in the gas station, me, my mother, I think Janelle, and a lady came and said she got lost, and we were trying to help her. She said, where is north or south of this thing? I mean, I don't know north, south, west, east. If you ask me where are you right now, I'll tell you the address, but don't ask me, are you in the north side or the south side? I've never liked geography. I don't even know how to read map as old as I am. When I'm doing that Google map or whatever, I follow the thing that says directions. The one that have map where they are doing one arrow like this. I never understand that thing. They say, can't you see? These are the streets. I say, I can't see. Just show me the part that says directions. I don't know it. So when you came to ask us, where are we now? I mean, are we in the north or the south or this thing? My mother, what did you say, mommy? Mommy says south is that way. I said, mommy, don't deceive this woman. If you don't know, just tell her you don't know. I said, mommy, I think she should go and ask the attendant at the inside, you know, the gas station, they have a store. The counter. Because this is their area, they will know. Before we tell her north and she's trying to go south, meanwhile, we're giving her another direction. So somebody now said in the car, what if she's an angel? I said, well, she's an angel. We've tried our best. We told her what we know. I mean, you want me to enter a car and take her there? I don't even know the place. But she could have been an angel. But we were nice enough and we gave her an advice to go to. Like there were other cars there in that gas station. But she chose us to come and ask us. We told her everything. We're like, okay, why don't you ask the attendant, because we don't want, because he said our phone just shut down. Angels can come in any form. There was one thing I watched on Sigrot. One woman, she said she traveled to a country, and then there was this woman that looked so ugly. Like she put one wig, and teeth was like teeth. Like she looked ugly, and she was just on the floor like she was begging. And the woman said, when she saw her, she felt compassion for her. Not only did she give her money. Hey, Bishop is there. Everywhere, get up. Welcome, my Bishop. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Bishop. I've been looking at my phone thinking you were outside. We've been expecting you, sir. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you for coming. He had church today. Stayed in church late. Still came. Can we clap for him again? So she went and hugged the lady tight, only to find out that the lady na angel. With the look that she had, you could easily walk away and say, wow, this is an ugly lady. You know, she was an angel. And the lady prayed for her and blessed her. The way they did that woman's face and everything, anybody would want to see her run. Have you watched it? She blessed her. I said, Lord, please don't let me miss my angel. Now that my bishop is here, I have to beg him to come. This week he has been so busy. So, Bishop, I told you about the 7 days fast even before we started. We completed it at 3 a.m. today. And the title was, Lord, Make Me Useful. And the story that I used for the fast was John chapter 4, the Samaritan lady and Jesus. And I even told them how you mentioned that she's the first evangelist in the Bible. You guys remember I said that, right? That I heard him say that in church. So we received our gifts and everything. And even your daughter here, 7 days I didn't eat. He's asking my mother, is she sure? So today I got food for everyone. We've eaten. I also have food for you. Okay, food. Afang soup, banga soup, everything you like. Egusi chai. I forget. Christy, order egusi quick. Don't mind me. It will be fine. That's his favorite soup. I think one day Bishop was asking people online to mention. He even gave them money. His favorite food, his favorite car, or something. Color. Man, come and see mentioning. So we've eaten, we've been listening to the word, but I also told them yesterday that you were going to come, but today. So everybody, even online folks, they've been, because remember the last time we fasted that witch must die. We had you online, and that video has been saved by so many people, because a lot of witches died after your prayer. So now, Lord made me useful, and I started becoming useful after you came into my life, and you laid hands on me. I got feel, this story will never get old. I like when Bishop is here when I'm saying it. And you laid hands on me, and the next day I started preaching. I remember calling you when this tongue started in the house, and you were laughing at me on the phone. He said, you don't see something way past you. That's exactly what he said. He laughed and laughed. I wanted to tell him, please stop laughing, but I couldn't speak English. And he now said, be still. I think he said, peace, be still or something. And the thing stopped immediately. It's like the thing recognized him. I don't know. It just stopped. And I was like, thank you, sir. Thank you. He was laughing. The moment he hung up, it started again. And then the next day, I heard go online and preach. So it was my coming in contact with Bishop and him laying hands on me that I started discovering what I needed to do. And then the first program I did that I told you, the 12 hours, out of Facebook, I told him what God told me, and he let me use the church. And he even came, I think at 12 midnight. Like, he's always been there for me. He came, he preached, he did his thing. When Bishop comes, he scatters the place. I said, if you come today, scatter here. I don't mind. He just came, did what he did. He was so proud of me. Like my first thing ever. And after that, I started traveling. Actually, there was one time I was supposed to go to Canada. Somebody invited me, and he told me not yet. And I was getting mad at him. I was thinking that, you don't want me to travel. You don't want me to shine. And this, not knowing that he wanted to ordain me before I travel. It was later I found out that was the reason. Like, he's always looking out for me. There are some times when I show him somebody that wants me to do, say, don't go there. And then later I'll find out that person is not really good. I say, Chuck, don't go see, tell me that you know. Like sometimes I don't see, but he sees ahead. And he's always, and I was just telling them, I said, I don't play with you, that I'm always carrying you along, because you're always covering me in prayers, you're always advising me, even though sometimes I don't listen. But now. And I don't play with Bishop. Even when I went, and I was telling them of how, no matter how anointed you are, somebody has to pray for you. I remember one time I called you and said something is moving in my head, and you just spoke a word, and instantly the thing left. And I'm so anointed, yeah, I do deliverance on people, but it took you speaking that word for that thing to stop. That's just one out of so many examples. So I respect you, I always honor you, that I always celebrate you. And I believe that you coming to do what God is leading you to do here will make this fast even super for us. We've all been waiting for this. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't want you to wait too long. And we have Minister Philip. I know you like Minister Philip. Bishop loves your worship or the way you play. So as you are here, I know that he will flow well. Do you want this rope mic, sir? Or you want? Okay, sir. Christy, come and remove this chair from here. I will sit close to you. Please. Thank you, sir.
No, that's fine. Okay, I think I can do with that for a second. Let's just give him a I'm not as short as you. Come and take it off.
Raise it up. Marcus, give this mic for me.
Amen. is it? Give me volume before you are fired.
Is that the highest? Is that the highest on that mic?
Hallelujah. Put your hands together for yourself. Thank you. And I want you to put your hands together for the woman of God. Amen. And of course, you know, I really love this man. Let's put our hands together for him. This man is going far. He's going far. And also, you see, she's very fortunate to have. Come, this is not too tall. It's okay, no, that's fine. No, that's fine. I'm just messing with you guys. No, that's fine. Okay, let me. Alright, thank you.
I don't use it, that's why.
Now, Evangelist is fortunate to have parents that support what she does. When I repented, my father would take me, tie me, and lock me in a room. If you come out, you die. Praise the Lord. Is it working? Amen. Okay, that's better. Just bring it down a little bit so I do not make noise. Thank you. Alright, that's fine. So when I walked in, I saw the dad, I saw the. She might not know it or she knows it, but it's a blessing. I want to appreciate the parents, the father and the mom. Please wave your hand at the back, sir. God bless you, sir. Nicholas, please wave your hand. God bless you. It's very important. Very, very important. Their prayers goes a long way. Amen? Amen. If you come from the same where I came from, you will understand that it's very important to have parents that back you up. With that being said, I'm happy to see you guys, and I want you to clap for yourself. You are great. You guys don't look like people that did 7 days dry fast.
Power of the Lord.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Or you tested some things? Just say, oh Lord, forgive me. Oh Lord, forgive me. You just stop that. You guys did great. Clap for yourself one more time. Just wave your hand and let's give God praise. Just give God praise and just worship Him and just thank Him and just thank Him. Lebrana sokata siata. Lebalana tiada gosi barada. Do it again. Do it again in my life. Open my heart to see Jesus seated upon the throne. Let's sing it one more time. Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, do it again. Let's worship. Do it again in my life. Open my eyes, Lord Jesus. Open my eyes to see Jesus seated upon the throne. Now let's worship. Holy God, do it again. Do it again in my life. Open my eyes to see Jesus seated upon the throne. Yes, you are the Lord. you, Jesus. We give you the praise. Spirit of God, take charge. Spirit of God, lead by others. Take charge. Thank you, Father. Let the lives of everyone here move to the next level. Let there be greater glory and a greater power. Let us pray tongues for 5 minutes. Let us pray tongues for 5 minutes and give God praise. Pray tongues and lift your spirit. Lisuka parata abiska. Eke soko paratosa. Hatelene ne masokada. Hatatatatabosha. Obarana ne bosha. Hibrata sibara. Ekato setali parata. Klebe sokada. We give you the praise. 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 Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Somebody help me my voice about today. Holy, let's worship the Lord. Almighty. What is the Lamb? What is the Father, we thank you. May your name be praised. In Jesus' name. Hallelujah. You never sit in his presence. Thank you, Mr. Philip. God bless every one of you. Amen. I planned to be here on Wednesday, but I couldn't make it. And today, when I got off church, I was in a meeting with my ministers in Nigeria, and I'm supposed to be in a very important meeting somewhere in Bisonet, if you know what I'm talking about today. But I just said I will rush down here, do what God wants us to do before I go for my meeting. For the next few minutes I'm going to be here, you will go to the next level. In Jesus' name. Now the first thing we want to ask ourselves is, why did she declare fasting? Is it because there is no food at home to eat? Or is it because we want to lose weight? Oh, I'm fine with this. Is it because we want to lose weight? Or is it because we are idle? We don't have where to go or what to do? That's not the reason. I'm going to throw a little light about fasting, because some of us will just think it begins and ends here. But there's more to fasting. If you have to Bible quickly, Isaiah 58. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just read. Give me verse 4. He said, because the people, they were asking God, why is it that we fasted and nothing happened? Why is it that we didn't eat for 7 days and yet our life is still the same? I want to show you guys the purpose of fasting. One of the things you must leave here with is expectation for a new level. Because it is not an hunger strike.
That's right.
We are waiting on God. And those that wait on the Lord shall never be put to shame.
Amen.
Come on, amen.
Amen.
So, the last time we came, we prayed that let here be like a final bus stop to every problem.
Yes.
So I want you to believe as you step in here that God has already, not is going to. The moment you step in here, your case is settled. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. I read verse 4. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate. And that's Isaiah 58 verse 4. And to smite with a feast of wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high. Verse 5. Is it such a fast that I have chosen? A day for a man to afflict his soul, or is it to bow down his head as a boorish and to spread sackcloth and ashes under him? Will I call this a fast, an acceptable day to the Lord? God is asking a question. So, is this not the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bounds of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and that ye break every yoke. Verse 7. Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house? When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thy own flesh. Verse 8. So, then shall thy what? Light do what? Are you following? Yes. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thy health shall spring forth speedily, and thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of the Lord shall be thy reward. And in verse 9 it says, then shall thou call, and the Lord shall answer. Is that in your Bible? Yes. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, here I am. If thou take away the midst of thee the yoke, the putting forth of the finger, and speaketh vanity. Father, grant your people understanding of your word. In Jesus' name. Everybody say amen. Amen. Say it. You can hear me. Let me see. Maybe it's just online, right? Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. Not my name, my voice. We've been doing this work, so it's not easy.
Off this one.
All right, we're good to go? All right. Amen.
Amen.
Now I want you to know that fasting is not just staying away from food. Fasting is staying in God's presence. Amen? Amen. It is possible to stay away from food, but you are not fasting. When you understand the principles of fasting, you will know that it takes a lot. The reason we fast is to kill our flesh. Because the spirit war against the flesh, and the flesh war against the spirit. So the more you fast, your flesh dies. And once your flesh begins to die, your spirit becomes more active. And once your spirit is active, you easily access the supernatural. Come on, amen. Just like one thing that is common with everybody is called hunger. Everybody's hungry. Amen? And hunger is a sign that you are healthy. How many of you know that? You don't know? If you stay for 1 year, you're not hungry, that's a problem. Of course, hunger is a sign that what? You are hungry. It shows that your digestive system is functioning, is working properly. Because it has to go through a process. You have to break it down from the small cells to the small intestine, the large intestine, and all that. So once you are hungry, I don't mean some kind of hunger. Some people, they get hungry every 2 seconds. And those people, they are here. I didn't call anybody's name. Those people, they are here. Those are people that when you take them to a restaurant, they will eat their own and eat your own.
It looks like something like me.
Amen. Anyway, but do you know that once you fall sick, the first thing to show you are sick is that you lose appetite?
Yes, it's true.
You are not able to eat. That shows that you are not healthy at that time.
Yes,
bring all the best food, you can't eat.
yes.
Those people that can swallow like 5 wrap of fufu, 7 wrap of fufu, just give them ordinary tea to drink. The smell is like irritate them. They behave as if they are pregnant. No pregnant women. Everything irritates them. They are angry easily. They want to eat this. Give it to them. They reject it. That's how they behave. It's a sign that you are not healthy. The moment you lose what? Appetite. You can connect it to your spiritual life. The moment you are no longer hungry to read the Bible, to pray, you know there is something wrong with your spiritual life. Am I connecting here? Yes. If you are filled with the Holy Spirit, you are anointed. There will be an hunger in you to eat. The eating is the word of God. There's an hunger to pray. There will be an hunger to study. There will be an hunger to worship. You can't just go a day without the test to flow in His presence. So when the time comes that you are no longer healthy, that means you are no longer hungry to eat. That means there is something wrong with your spiritual life. So the purpose of this fasting is to take you to a level whereby you'll be spiritually sound. Give a lot clap. Hallelujah. The Bible says when you fast, it says your light will break forth. Do you know what that means? That means the Eden glory in you will begin to manifest. There's something that the flesh has suppressed. There's a glory in you that the flesh does not allow to function. So when we fast, we kill the power of the flesh.
That's right.
And the real you. Don't forget, you are not a man that has spirit. You are a spirit.
Yes.
So the flesh is suppressing your spirit being from functioning. That is why sometimes you sit down, you pray, and you are sleeping. Not because you are tired. There is just this weakness in your spirit. You read the Bible, it's as if you are reading one complicated book. You don't understand it because why? Your spirit is not active. So after today, we have waited for 7 long days. God is bringing a permanent revival. I said God is bringing a permanent revival. I said God is bringing a permanent revival. You will begin to, some of you, the Bible says the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You love God, you want to do more. You try, for 2 days. After 2 days, you get tired because of the flesh. So the purpose of this fasting is to knock out the power of the flesh. The Bible says, if the spirit that raised Christ from the dead be in you, it shall what? Bible student. Help me. They are looking at that. shall what? If you don't know, it just say it shall jollof rice. It shall what? Quicken your mortal body. That means there is a force that propels, that pushes you. Even though you are tired and you begin to rika to bele. Zibrano, Antrado, Zibrada, Tiski, Brana, Lecredo, Zibrata, Scalada. As you are speaking in tongues, there is something in your inside that is pushing you. And all of a sudden, the sleep disappears. All of a sudden, you lift your hand in worship and you take charge of your world. You cannot do 7 days fasting and go back home and you are afraid of demons again. Victory is your portion. Amen. The Bible says, good health will spring forth. Fasting brings good health. Are you with me? Yes. So if you are sick here, know that God has healed you already. Amen. No matter the sickness, fasting brings what? Good health. It brings deliverance. Bible says it helps you to be righteous. It said your righteousness shall break forth. So those things you are struggling to overcome, I'm trying. Some of you, you try to live right, but the flesh will not allow you. There is a struggle. You rise today, tomorrow you still see yourself falling back into that same thing you said I will not do yesterday. It's the power of the flesh. So as you fast, the flesh becomes dead. Your righteousness now inside will now what? Break forth. So you see yourself, you want to live righteous and there is no struggle. Amen. The worst thing that will happen to you is to struggle to be righteous. Amen. When I say struggling, today I will not lie. Lord of Jesus, Holy Ghost fire, the spirit of lie, I reject you. Go. As you are talking like that, they just ask you, hey, Andra, did you see my money? No, God forbid. And you just stole the money. You say, hey, that devil is a liar. The next day you lie again. So when the Holy Ghost comes, you will not lie again. It's not easy for you to live above sin. Come on, amen, somebody. Amen. So we're going to pray in a minute. I know she has prayed for you since the very first day till today. So you have been receiving. So if you have not received anything, we'll start with deliverance. Amen. Anyway, we know you have received. We know you have been blessed. I'm just saying to give a fatherly blessing. Amen. To seal up everything that you have received, that it will begin to work for you. In the name of Jesus. That you will not remain in one level. Come on, amen. As you are going back home, you are carrying that presence along. It doesn't stop here. Don't always be in the spirit when you are in the church. If you live in the spirit, walk also in the spirit. So anywhere you find yourself, even in the restroom, be in the spirit. You are playing soccer, be in the spirit. You are eating, be what? In the spirit. Because you are in spirit. That is your world, the spiritual. That is your abode. That is where you dwell. You are not supposed to come down for one day. Come on, hallelujah. Amen. You stay there so that you can access the supernatural. Yes. God will help us. Amen. Stand on your feet. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Just give God praise and just worship Him. Just worship Him. Just worship Him. Just give Him praise. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Just worship Him and give Him praise. Thank you. Just worship Him and give Him praise. Just worship Him Give him praise. Give him praise. Just worship. Some of you, you are solutions to your family. That is why you are here. So God expects you as you go back home, you begin to make things work. If you have a husband that is sick, that is jobless, you have kids that are not doing well, go back in the same anointing. And when you get home, the first thing you should do, you speak into your homes. You enter. I said, from today, hear the word of the Lord. Honey, if you are married, begin to prosper. Begin to prosper. You call your children by their names, you lay hands on them, and you transfer what you have received. Amen. There's something that you have received. Whatever be the problem, you go back home, you transfer it, and it will begin to work. If your car is giving you problem, go back home, lay hands on it, speak to it. If your job is giving you problem, go back home, speak to it, because you have received a new dimension. Amen. Are you saying a better amen? Amen. If you can shout a louder amen, it shall work for you. Lift your hands. Father, I pray for everyone here today. Let your spirit, let your anointing, let your grace be released upon their lives in the name of Jesus. Now before I leave, we will pray one prayer. You know, there's a scripture that I've been reading the scripture for over 20 years. But I read it yesterday night. It's as if my eyes was open. It said the righteous, they are like a tree planted by the riverside. If God plants you by the riverside, you don't need to wait for rainy season.
Yeah. That's right.
Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
While others are waiting for someone to come and water them, you are already connected to the source. So there is no dry season for you. Am I talking to somebody? So in season or out of season, you flourish. You succeed. Because why? You are by the riverside. You are connected to the source. So when others are crying of poverty, it's not your business. When others are saying, oh, the country is hard, it's not your business. When other people are waiting for January, February to find their tax income, it's not your business, because every day you're already finding your tax income. Yes, my God. It's an error to wait for a particular time of the year to make money. Am I talking to somebody? Yes, sir. Your fasting will open a door of breakthrough. Are you shouting a better amen? We will pray. This anointing will go a long way. That you will not live by your sweats. You will not live by your paycheck. God will open doors. A new glory will come upon you. I said a new glory will come upon you. In the name of Jesus. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to pray. You're going to pray, say, Lord, take away anything called dryness in my life. Anything called dryness. Father, take it away. The theme of this program is, God, make me useful. You cannot be useful if you are in the same level with every member of your family. You become useful when you are one step ahead. Mr. Philip, Jesus prayed with the disciples. They stayed together. They were praying. But they had somewhere to go. They were in the hall. They said, Master, okay, let us go so that we don't miss our flight. Jesus said, no problem. So they got into the ship and they left Jesus behind. And Jesus was still praying and praying. 6 hours later, the disciples, they were in the ship. But when Jesus was done praying, when he stood up in the power of the Spirit. And instead of him to enter the ship, he defied the law. And the Bible said he began to walk on waters. And he got to the destination before those that entered the ship. When the anointing comes upon you, protocols are broken. Am I talking to somebody? There's a spirit, there's an anointing that will come upon you. That what took others 10 years will take you 10 days. Are you shouting a better amen? That is the only way you can be useful. You will not be useful by your words. You will be useful by evidence. Am I communicating here? When you go back, you are no longer the same person they used to know. Then they know that something has happened in your life. When you go back to say, Mommy, I just feel in my spirit that you will receive a call, and that call will be bank alert. While you are still talking, bank alert, you are useful. Just lift your hands and say, grace to be useful. Grace to be useful. Grace to be useful. I receive it now. I receive it now. I receive it now. Begin to pray in the name of Jesus. Pray that prayer. Pray that prayer. Pray that prayer. Zibalaka sutabalada. Those of you that they say nothing, those of you that they say nothing good can come out of you, I pray for you. After today, you will be a voice. Zibalada dabashada. Leke baranada mosabra. Zita kapalato sepa. Ekrato zibalete kiato. Zibalaka sepra da diano. Ikasoko belete. Begin to declare, say no more dryness in my life. Say no more dryness in my life. No more dryness in my marriage. No more dryness in my career. No more dryness in my spirit. No more dryness in my ministry. No more dryness in my assignment. Lift your voice and pray and declare, God, make me useful. Zimahata sabrada pena. Yeketeke baladia no sata. Sata balada. And just give me a little fulfilling. Thank you. As I do this, Jesus, yes, Lord. Oh, yes, Lord Jesus. Let me hide on that. Lord Jesus. from the pit when you are inside the pit. You need to be outside the pit to pull someone away from the pit. Say, Lord, grace to succeed. Say, I receive it. Father, I pray for everyone here today. The anointing to succeed. The anointing for the new level. Let it come upon you. In the name of Jesus, I ask that the Spirit of God will take charge. In the name that is above every other name. I pray today that your light will not go off. I pray that your star will shine. Anyone that have looked down on you in time past, they will see a new person. They will see a new person. Your glory will manifest. The Bible says, and your righteousness shall suddenly break forth. I pray for every one of you. I prophesy into your lives. Let your righteousness, let your prosperity, let your glory break forth in the name of Jesus. Thank God for His grace. Thank God for what He's doing. You are going back a new person. Come on, clap for yourself and give the Lord a big clap. Amen. Don't forget the theme of the program. Lord, do what? Lord, make me what? Useful. That means as you're going back, you begin to do unusual things. Things that you don't do before. You have received the grace to do them. Your life changes from henceforth. In the name of Jesus. Put your hands together for evangelist. God bless you.
Clap for Bishop.
Let all people be lifted. Come and sing with me tonight. Say, Hosanna, Hosanna, in the highest, in the let Moving in this place. Moving in.